Hi friends, it's Candy here. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about my paycheck number 2 budget. So without further ado, let's get started. So as you can see here, this is my January budget. And this is paycheck number 2, which we normally get on the 15th. We get paid $1,990.99. So first off, on 1/15, I pay my Citibank card, which we don't carry a balance on. We kind of have a rolling balance. This will be payment 1 of 2 so that I can get this amount paid off. So the total amount that we need to pay off right now is $1,167.29, which is up from last time, as you can see here. Last time our total bill was $904.11. It has gone up a little bit. This is mostly due to Christmas time. So most of these expenditures were Christmas gifts, and if they weren't Christmas gifts, me and my husband did go out to dinner. We had a date night, which was really nice. My parents watched our kiddos so we could have a date night around Christmas time and spend some time with some of our friends. So this will be payment 1 of 2. I like to split my Citibank bills up into 2 payments so that I can pay this off before the next time that the next bill closes out and comes around. On 1/20, my auto insurance comes out at $128.60. Now, this is down from last month. Last month, let's see what we paid. We paid $141.52, so definitely down from last month. So that's a good thing. In fact, I've been meaning to call the insurance company to see what the quote would be if we changed my husband's car just to liability since we paid it off. So super excited about that, and maybe we can get the insurance to come down even more. That is, if my husband decides he wants just liability on his car. If not, I guess we'll continue to pay this for the time being. Next up is Skylar. This is my car. I was able to give her $662 this second pay period. So at this point, I've paid the full $1,324 that I would normally pay on her per month. And that's mostly because our student loans are still on forbearance, so I'm able to put even more toward her. So that's the payment I was able to give this second pay period. And we'll get to her in a moment up here and see how far that debt has come down. This is our current debt snowball that we are working on, is to pay off my vehicle. Right here is 127 is AT&T. This is our standalone internet at $55. I went ahead and paid it this month, guys, but I really just need to get the motivation to call them up, because I feel like their internet service for what we're getting now, and it did go up from $40, mind you, is not that great. Like sometimes when I'm trying to watch TV, it'll just sit there and it'll be like loading all of a sudden, or it'll suddenly say your device is not connected to the internet and such. So, and we are on the plan where it's supposed to have an upload speed of 50, I believe, megabytes per second. So definitely plan to talk to them and see if I can either get that plan for a lower amount or get an upgrade or something that's within our budget, because this is kind of ridiculous to me, knowing that in the past we only paid $40 for this service and now I'm paying $55. So it's kind of like, what's the deal with that? There are other service providers in our area that I could certainly go with, and I may look into them unless they can do something about this. So that's my goal, or one of my goals is to, I guess for next month, to see if I can get this lowered or get a better service in place. 128 is time for learning. This is my child's or my son's homeschooling curriculum that I use. I currently have it on hold, so I only have to pay $5.99. And I think I put it on hold last month as well. So far, we've just been using education.com for me to supplement his learning. I don't know. I just kind of got bored of time for learning, I guess, and I just wanted to take a new approach with my son. So I still have it though, and I still have it on hold, and this is just so that they'll maintain his records. But if I can get in there and print those records out, you know, just another thing on my to-do list, guys, then I may completely cancel this. I'm not sure yet. My son, I think, still enjoys it to some degree, but we'll see how it goes. I think that the way he's learning about things is kind of shifting a little bit. And I think that I noticed he was kind of getting bored with this without him realizing it really. So I think I'm just going to go with what I'm doing now until I can figure out something else to do. So anyway, 1:30, the gym should come out at $29.99. Now this, guys, I think I'm going to try and put this on hold. Probably before the end of February. I need to call them up too and see. I think the lady at the gym said that I can put this on hold for a 6-month period. So that means I could put it on hold from, I guess, March to August, perhaps. I think that's 6 months. So I could put it on hold then because, guys, I'm hoping the weather is going to warm up because I really enjoyed walking in my neighborhood or in my local community whenever the gym was just kind of not open. So, and I walked in my neighborhood or in the community even up until early October, which is when I reactivated my gym membership. And granted, it was cool outside, don't get me wrong, very brisk out there, but I found that I actually really enjoyed just walking. It was almost like meditation, just walking around, and hardly anybody was there at the times I would go walk, because I would usually get to my destination to walk around 7:30 in the morning after I would drop my daughter off at school. And so, yeah, I found that to be like almost more enjoyable than going to the gym and just getting on a treadmill, guys. So I want to see if I can put this stuff on hold and then maybe pick it back up when the weather is cooler and I might not necessarily want to be walking outside. So that'll save us some money there. Hopefully I can put that on hold before the end of February and just go to the gym in February, and hopefully at the beginning of March it'll start warming up outside and I can just do my walking outside, and I can do, you know, I guess some strength training if I wanted to do that at home, you know, just by lifting some weights or doing body weight exercises. All right, so coming down here, this A stands for allowance. Yes, allowance. So this is down, guys, because normally, as you can see here, I normally withdraw $80 in allowance. This is in cash. This is $40 for myself and $40 for my husband. Well, guys, I guess I've inadvertently been doing a little bit of a low buy or no buy this month, because I still had allowance left over from this last withdrawal. And so I just decided to only withdraw my husband's allowance. And guys, I still have my allowance in my pocket. Granted, I'm planning on spending some of it before the end of this month because I'm going to go have, you know, lunch with a friend. So I will use that on that transaction. But so far, my total allowance that I pulled here is still in my wallet. So I only withdrew my husband's allowance, which is really great. I'm really proud of that I was able to kind of do a low buy, you know, here and not have to withdraw as much allowance. Gas is still at $40. I accidentally drew my arrow here instead of under allowance, so I had to cross that out. So My bad, guys. But this is gas, and it remains at $40 for both our vehicles for a total of 2 weeks. Groceries went down, guys. I actually noticed that I'm not spending as much on groceries as I thought I was, which is really great. So what I did to calculate the new grocery total was I took what I spent on groceries this last pay period, which I think was about $118. So I just upped it to $125 just to be on the safe side. And I just multiplied that by 2. So that gave me $250. And so this is our new grocery budget, guys. And it's down from last time. So yay. And so far I've been able to stick to this. I think this last grocery transaction was only $123 actually. So really excited about that. I'm really proud of that too, that we were able to cut another expense. And so that has gone down. And so hopefully I can stick with that and that be our grocery budget. All right, BB stands for budget buffer. So, I forgot to put my dot there. That's okay, guys. Everybody makes mistakes. So budget buffer. Budget buffer is what was left over in our main checking account that all of our bills come out of before we got paid. So this was what was left over before we got this paycheck right here. So it was $30.06. Sorry for the missing decimal. I will certainly put that back in later. But that's what we had left over. So, we spent $30 less from this last pay period. Slush fund. Slush fund is calculated by taking this paycheck, all the bills come out, allowance, gas, and groceries comes out, and then this is what is left over that gets deposited in here. So before our paycheck hit, there was only $12.38 left in the slush fund, plus I was able to add $195.76, giving us a grand total of $208.14 in this account. Which, guys, this is a real win because I think last month I wasn't able to add like anything. And that was because of me paying off some stuff. Like paying the car as much as I wanted to, paying the Citibank bill. Just a lot of factors came into play where I wasn't able to add anything at all into the slush fund, I don't believe. Savings account, guys. Here's some exciting news. So, savings account was at $8,008. And we got a stimulus check. So, we're a 4-person household, and we fall under that range of income that you would qualify for this. And so, we got $2,400 deposited into our account, which gives us a grand total that we have now in our savings account, which is $10,408. So guys, this is getting close to more of a 6-month. I would say this is probably a 4 or 5 month emergency fund for us now, or not really an emergency fund. I kind of use my savings account as both an emergency fund and as if like we overspend somewhere, as kind of like an extra buffer fund, so to speak. I don't know if that made any sense to anybody, but I like to try and keep it as an emergency fund as much as possible. But like, let's say I can't cash flow this Citibank bill. And like I said, a lot of these last expenses were for Christmas. But so far, I've been able to cash flow it. But let's say I wasn't able to cash flow it. Let's say I had Christmas and then a bunch of medical bills came up behind it. And this bill was more like $2,000. Then I most likely would have to pull it from the savings account because I can't just cash flow that because while Christmas I can keep in check, random medical bills that may come up, that's a Murphy moment. And I might have to pull from here. And for me, that's an appropriate time to pull from your savings account, is to pay for medical expenses so you don't get into medical debt. I've been in medical debt before. It's no fun, and I know there's no interest on it, but just having to make, even being on a payment plan with it, I was just like, oh, it took us so long to get out of our medical debts. And I mean, you guys are just now coming on this journey, but before this, I had medical debts too, on top of my regular debt, which is where we're at now, which is just cars and student loans. But before cars and student loans, I had cars, student loans, and medical debt on top of that. And part of that medical debt was from having children. Part of that medical debt was just me thinking, guys, I don't know. That's another story for another time. But anyway, we had medical debt. And so that was no fun. So I see the savings account as for medical bills, you know, an emergency, you know, things of that nature that come up that we can't necessarily cash flow. All right, guys, moving on. Important dates. 1/17, I'm going to a birthday party, and this birthday party is for both my mom and my nephew. So these are 2 milestone birthdays for these people in my life that I love very much. My nephew is turning 18, so he will officially be an adult. And my mom is turning 60. So 2 milestone birthdays, 1 wonderful birthday party on the 17th, and we had so much fun. I was so excited to be there and so excited to have these wonderful people in my life. And of course, 1/18 was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we had no school. And so that was really nice because on 1/18, we decided we wanted to go out as a family because, as you see, we were able to add some money to this slush fund. And that's exactly what the slush fund is for, guys. It's money that you have extra. You can use it to invest. You can use it to go on a fun family outing. You can give it to charity. You can give more towards your debt, which I don't normally do with my slush fund, because if you don't have some money in life to use for just fun things or for giving or investing in yourself, then this debt-free journey is not going to be very fun, guys. So I chose to take part of this money, and we went out as a family, and we went to a local restaurant and a local ice cream shop, and it was really nice, guys, and really fun. And I think a really just a good time to be had. I really enjoyed it because we haven't been out as a family in a little while, So that was nice. I really enjoyed that. All right, so coming up here, guys, this is our debt. So we started out at $38,241, and of course I've dropped the change on this. And so paycheck 1, we were down to $37,579. And then paycheck 2, guys, our total debt is down to $36,917. And this is really exciting because this is our debt snowball currently. This is one that we're just throwing a bunch of extra money on, and this is my vehicle. So we started out paycheck 1, $9,024.26. Paycheck 1 down to $8,362. And now, guys, at paycheck 2, it's down to $7,700. With that said, guys, I cannot wait to have my car paid off. Let me know in the comments below how your debt-free journey is going. I'm really curious to know what your goals are for 2021. Of course, my goal, and I'm only really doing one goal because I don't want to set the bar so high that it's not achievable, but I want to pay my car off. And then, of course, next up would be our student loans that we need to pay off. But I just want to get this car paid off. I want to be able to continue my debt-free journey in 2021. But let me know what your goals are in the comments below. I'd love to know. And as always, guys, I hope you're having a great day. Take care. I'll see you next time.